Happy New Year. Yay, great to see y'all.
Yay! It's
Yay!
2020! Yeah? No? I hope you've all managed to successfully avoid the plague. For those of you who managed to miss it the first time round, don't worry, there's a sequel. So, and like most sequels, it's like a disappointing version of the first one. It's not quite as exciting. You get people wearing the same costumes as they were in the first
So hi to everybody at home. I'm saying that this vocals and the drum need to come up. Well, we're Beat Root Revival. Is there anybody seeing us for the very first time? Yay, welcome! And to those who aren't, thanks for pretending. We appreciate you. We appreciate your bullshit.
Well, the good news is it's a new year, but it's the same old crappy jokes that we do in every show. So, for those of you who haven't seen us before, brace yourselves because you'll be hearing some things that maybe when you come next time won't be quite as funny. But now Andrea and I have been together for 8 years now. 8 years. You'd have got shorter for
I
murder.
know. Ben came into my house the other night and introduced himself to someone new as my ex-husband. And that is not true. That's why that's funny. But it felt real. And I was like, yeah, actually, that is so true. We are like.
We have been in each other's lives longer than either of us have ever had a relationship last for. Do you know what I mean? We started off as a couple, but we're like one of those weird couples that sort of pops up in some kind of 90s rom-com that once they've broken up, they get on better than they did when they were together and they introduce one another to like their next partner. We're like that. So like whenever I have any possibility of a love interest, I just tell them to go speak with Andrea and she will tell them my requirements. Like, yeah, he's got these allergies. He only wears this brand of sock.
Yes, I don't know. I'm actually tuned into the people at home. So hi to everybody at home. So I don't know what Ben's saying, but I'm sure it's wonderful.
All nice things about you.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Apparently, there's none of my vocal going into the live stream. I just heard, and someone's very passionate and said, "Stop the show." Sorry,
And this is
but
why,
we're not gonna stop the show.
yeah, this is why we don't let my mum like loose with the
But we love
keyboard.
you. Thank you for all the feedback online because we are. What a great tool that we all had to adapt to during the lockdown. That's one thing I'm grateful that we learned that new skill
Yeah,
of
we're not actually
live
here.
streaming.
These are holograms.
I'm in Ireland.
I'm actually sitting at home still in my sweatpants. Honestly, putting skinny jeans back on after coronavirus is like the worst thing in the world.
Stretch pants only.
All these things were time.
No stiff denim allowed after the lockdown.
And I turned 40 this year, so it's like this is thank you. This is it's amazing. It's one of those things where you go, yeah, you made it to 40 with that crazy rock and roll lifestyle of Coca-Cola and too much Cadbury chocolate that I indulge in. But yeah, it's funny that this is about the last year I'm probably going to be able to get away with wearing skinny jeans with it not being ironic or something. So please indulge me, friends. We've got 11 months left of this. So we're gonna play you some songs now from the last record that we put out. We put that out in October of 2019 before the world shut down.
But we just recently put out a vinyl record for it, which we have some with us tonight.
It's like
If you're
basically
still into whack.
yeah, it's like basically repackaging the same old stuff you could have got on CD, but you can now get it on one that's this big.
Bigger is always better.
We get to
AA.
squeeze a few more dollars out of you.
I love records. I was saying to Ben on the way up, I love music in all forms, but records is my favorite because as a little girl, I used to close myself in our living room and go through my dad's collection, so it's very nostalgic for me.
He loved it when you used to scratch
all my dirty little grubby fingers all over them. Well, anyway, it's given me a connection to wax, so I'm glad that we have a version of us
See,
on
I
wax.
got very upset when records started to become trendy again because for those of us who didn't stop buying records, it just made all the prices of them go up. So I can't wait for the take
see you guys trying to figure it out, by the way. I'm just making light of it because that's what we do.
Recording it, and comes with like a I didn't know what was going to happen with the whole lockdown thing. So had I have known that, I might not have titled this song what I titled it. And I just want to say that legally, I'm absolving myself of any responsibility. This song is called Come On Over. I just want to say, it wasn't my fault. It's only a song. Not really that social of a person. I don't really even answer the door if there's someone panic knocking. So this is a song called Come On Over. Don't take it literally. I love how there is a. I don't know if any of you know of the British rock group Oasis. They were the band that when I was growing up that inspired a generation of teenagers to want to go and play a guitar and think they could be rock stars again. But they've just put out this documentary film. They did these two monumental shows in the United Kingdom in 1996 at Nebworth Park. It was like playing at some kind of sports arena, but they had 125,000 people there each night. And the band had only been together for 2 years at this point. It was just like a stratospheric rise to the top in the UK and Europe. But the beauty about watching the footage is that no one in the crowd has got a cell phone or a mobile phone that they've got in the air filming it, because they didn't have that fucking stuff then. It's great. Everyone's just in the moment. It's a beautiful thing. So I think we should go back to a thing that when we come in the door, we just sort of smash our cell phones outside. Who's with me?
You do it first, Van. We'll follow.
Hey, I already did. I dropped mine on the ground the other day and it broke. So this is called Come On Over, and it goes like this. I guess you weren't joking when you said about skipping town. The only things I could see through that old cracked window was the stuff that was nailed down. The price that you paid was just too damn steep, or some secret you just never asked to keep. So with one eye on the road, the other in the rear view, you headed for higher ground. However far you run, you can never cover up the sun. But I wish that you'd stick around and come on over. Meet me on the other side. Come on over. All that water's deep, but not too wide. Come on over. Maybe then you'll understand. There's more than one way to the promised land. Last time that we spoke, I can't remember really making all that much sense. Too blind to see what was happening to me, the sad confusion of the failure of recompense. The price of a haphazard tapestry of thoughts and good intentions you refuse to see. So back here on the outside, looking in's the place where I have to be. However far you run, you can never cover up the sun. No, but I wish that you'd stick around. Come on over. Meet me on the other side. Come on over. All that water's deep, but not too wide. Come on over. Maybe then you'll understand. see past your nose. Oh, you may well run, but in my heart you'll always have a home. You'll never truly be alone. So come on over, meet me on the other side. Come on over. The water's deep but not too wide. Come on over. Maybe then you'll understand. There's more than one way to. More than one way to. More than one way to the promised land. Thank you so much. So I hope everybody had a splendid festive season.
I got to go back to Ireland for the first time in 2.5 years. So mine was extra special. Yeah, I went for the whole month and it literally went in a second. But yeah, nothing has changed. I just drank a lot.
And they're
Ate a lot of butter.
and they're still Irish, right?
Everyone's still Irish.
Yeah, that's good.
They were all stressing out because apparently when they talked to me on FaceTime, which was the only way I was able to communicate, you know, and see them over the lockdown, my accent had very much changed to their ears. And apparently I sounded very Texan. So they were really expecting when they picked me up at the airport for me to be full like, hi, everybody. But I don't know what happened. As soon as I landed, my sister said she thinks I got even more Belfast than I was before I left. I think my ears were just probably paranoid because I knew that I was going to get the shit completely ripped out of me, like for being really Texan. So I just went completely like, oh my word, like really Belfast. I don't know if you've ever been to Belfast. It's really broke.
I think it's other people's insecurities though, because it's that thing where you go, if you leave somewhere and you go and move somewhere else, you kind of expect your accent's going to change a bit, right? Especially
Yours hasn't.
Well, I know. I'm an unfortunate person.
You're just stubborn. Your accent's as stubborn as your personality.
No, I'm not stubborn. I've tried. I've really tried.
I mean that in a good way. He's the most loyal, stubborn person I've ever met, but he'll always stand by your side with his stubborn loyalty.
Yeah,
See what I did there?
See how she dug herself out of that hole. But no, it's that thing where I never understand. It's like, well, if you move somewhere, of course your accent's going to change a little bit. It's like, there's nothing wrong with that. And hey, if it's got to change to something, there's worse things that it can change to than having a bit of a Texan drawl, right?
I agree. And I actually said y'all even before I came here. When I was a high school music teacher before I met Ben, and my kids...
I was a student.
No, he was not. Fuck off.
And that's why we had to move to another country, friends. Because they just didn't understand our romance. There.
Yeah. Anyway, that has to go in a song, I'm sure.
That was before the days though before I had facial hair that was comparable to a member of the Village People. So, but if anyone knows of there being the Village People having auditions for new band members, this is what my New Year look is. I've decided that I can either fit the part of the construction worker or the traffic cop. So if anyone hears anything, let me know.
We will. I don't even know what I was saying. Anyway, I definitely
I was trying to save you from the reason why we had to leave the UK.
Well, we did not leave for that reason.
No,
but
of
anyway,
course we didn't.
But I did use y'all. That was my thing. I did use y'all before I came. So I must have known deep down that I was going to settle in Texas in some way. But enough of chat. This is a song that's on our new Wax record, and it's called Ready for Change. And that can be the change of your accent, maybe. I don't know.
You'll never know how hard it was to watch you slip away. I had a prayer in my hand every moment, begging for strength. No one said that it was easy to watch your heart break. And all these words that you keep throwing my way, I will learn from mistakes. But I'm ready for change. Yes, I'm ready to find my way. Oh, I'm begging for strength. I can't hide behind this window of my mind no more. Oh, the echo of this pain spins me round the revolving door. On this intimate break, I will tremble and wait for my spirit to rise from the floors. Please don't turn to me when you're hurting, and I won't turn to you. 'Cause there's a part of me that'll always love you. That's true. But I'm ready for change. Yes, I'm ready to find my way. Oh, I'm begging for strength. I can't hide behind this window of my mind no more. And all you wanna do is feel good and feel right. And all you wanna do is feel good and feel right. And all you wanna do is feel good and feel right, and heal yourself from the inside. But I'm ready for change. Yes, I'm ready to find my way. Oh, I'm begging for strength. I can't hide behind this window of my mind no more.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That got me thinking during that song. I did a vocal session this week there, and for the first time I had to sing a song, a verse on a song for a country singer's record, and they specifically said they wanted it sang in a Belfast accent. And it was really difficult because I've always just sang, I don't know, I haven't thought about singing, but this, I had to actually think about singing at this time and like sing like, 'cause I'm ready for change. It was really hard to put your accent into your voice. See how beautiful it sounded?
That's what I mean. Well, I think there's a thing, a lot of people always, I've had asked a lot, they said, you speak in such an English accent, but you don't sing in one. And I don't do it consciously. And I think the reason why British singers do that is because you want to be understood in an American market. Because if you sing in your own accent, there was a duo from London. They were a Cockney duo called Chaz and Dave. And they were very, very popular in England. Very, very popular. But nowhere else, because you wouldn't understand them. It was all very much like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sing you a song about London, and we're going to sing about cockles and whelks and some other seafood. And then you'd be like, you'd need a degree to understand just what they'd said just then. But then when they started singing, I mean, they're good songs. You need some kind of language degree, though, to understand them. So I think that's the reason why, because they spoke to the Beatles about that. If it's good enough for Paul McCartney, it's good enough for me, you know? And
maybe our next album should take that turn. Maybe we should try and do an album in our accents. That's what's gone wrong for us, Ben. We haven't skyrocketed because we're not singing in our accents.
That's exactly what it is. Because, I mean, I can't understand with this buff physique that I've been working on and this really ultra-masculine facial hair. I don't know what is really, I don't know what we're failing at. I think it might be you. I think what it is, if you could be slightly prettier, that might help.
I'll try, Ben. I'm really
sorry. Come on, it's a joke.
I'm really sorry, Ben. I'll get up in the morning and I'll go get some surgery or something.
Hey, look, it's a joke. The point is because everyone always comments when the thing that most people can't seem to understand. I had so many people when we were together as a couple. They'd come up and they'd go, "So you two are together?" I'd be like, "Yeah," and they'd be like, "You're a lucky guy, aren't you?" And I'd be like, "Well, actually, I'm quite a catch myself, And but they were like, "Yeah, but look at her and look at you. That means there's hope for us." So I feel like I've been a real inspiration to a lot of people.
Oh, Lord.
So anyway, we're going to sing a song to you by a song.
Welcome to our therapy show, folks.
Oh, I'm cured. I know my place in this duo. I'm obviously the looks. So don't you forget it.
I won't.
I'm going to sing you a song by a great West Texan singer-songwriter. If you were a bluebird, honey, you'd be a sad one. I'd give you a true word, but you already had one. If you were a bluebird, you'd be crying, you'd be flying home. You were a raindrop, honey, you'd shine like a rainbow. If you were a train stop, the conductor would sing low. If you were a raindrop, you'd be falling, you'd be calling home. Hotel, oh honey, you'd be a grand one. But if you hit a slow spell. Do you think you could stand one if you were a hotel? I'd lean on your doorbell. I would call you my home. If I were a highway, honey, I'd stretch alongside you. I'd help you pass by way of the things that upset you. If I were a highway, I'd be stretching, I'd be fetching you home. If you were a bluebird, honey, you'd be a sad one. I'd give you a true word, but you already had one. If you were a bluebird, you would be crying, you'd be flying home. You would be crying, you'd be flying home. If you were a bluebird, if you were a bluebird, if you were a bluebird, if you were a bluebird. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a song by Butch Hancock.
We're going to play you one of our oldest songs now. As Ben said, we have actually been a band for 8 years. That dawned on me during that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? A lot of people don't make it with bands, and we've seen a lot together.
Did it dawn on you during that song?
It did. I thought 8 years.
Or is it that when I say it at the beginning of every show that we play?
I don't listen to you.
No?
No, but honestly, they say that, it's like, I think isn't it a 5-year mark for bands and all that?
Hey,
I don't know, but
you'll do a lot to maintain a visa, honey.
Yeah, whatever. But we've stuck it out, and I am very, very proud of it. Like, it feels good that we saw it through. There were many times we could have walked away, and we didn't.
We just don't.
So,
we just don't
yay
talk
us.
to one another when we're not on stage. That's how we make it work.
I wish that was the case some days. You love to talk. I love to talk too. We're in a good place, Ben. It's good.
You just
Are you
keep.
all right, guys?
You just keep telling yourself that.
But anyway, this is the first song I ever played to Ben in my apartment in Maidstone in Kent. That's where we met. And it's kind of carried us through this whole 8-year life sentence that we've had. I mean, the best 8 years of my life, and I actually do mean that. Here's a little instinct for you.
I've got no comment.
Ben's really uncomfortable with compliments. That's why he has to do what he does. We love you, Ben. Woo!
stay, so you must go. Heaven knows it's bittersweet. How instincts talk. How instincts talk. How instincts talk. How instincts talk. Temptations that will bring you down, down, down. So you must change and strengthen your mind. I'll tell you what to do, 'cause it's the highest truth. From dark to light, you'll always fight. You knock, knock, knocking at heaven's door. Fear will grip and you want more. How instincts talk. 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 My blood starts pumping and my heart starts thumping and it feels like I'm out of control. Help me, help me. My blood starts pumping and my heart starts thumping and it feels like I'm out of control. Help me, help me. How instincts talk. 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 The talk so loud, the talk so deep, the talk so loud. They tell no lies with no disguise, but yet you try. The talk so loud, the talk so deep, the talk so proud. How instincts talk.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. While we're here, let's have a nice round of applause for the Mucky Duck and their wonderful staff. For those of you that don't know, obviously, you know, the pandemic hit a lot of people very hard in lots of different ways, lots of different industries. Obviously, the entertainment industry got a lot of light shone on it because obviously with those of us who couldn't go out and play. But the Mucky Duck was one of those places that made it possible for, you know, musicians and the surrounding economy to be able to flourish. And without them, you know, there's a bunch of us, but particularly us and like Pat Byrne, who is the Wednesday staple. You know, really, we're really so supportive and kept it so that a lot of us didn't end up going under. So the very fact that people want to make sure they come out and keep supporting the Duck and the great shows that they get to put on here all the time. And we're always honoured to get to come and play on this stage. So let's hear it for the Duck.
And also for all you guys too. This is our first show of 2022, and it is so nice to come out to a fully packed house. So thank you so much for making the effort to come out to support the Duck and support us. It's so lovely to see and feel so much great energy. So thank you.
But if you get COVID, it's from Andrea. It's not from me.
Gift that just keeps on giving.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Everyone used to. I'm not going to say that now. So it says quite clearly on the advert, doesn't it? Early show. So keep all the blue humour for later.
Hi to everybody at home as well. Thanks for sticking with us. Apparently it's all fixed and it's sounding wonderful. Again, the Mucky Duck are wonderful for putting out a beautiful live stream that is top-notch quality for all of those folks that
Indeed.
are joining at home. Thank you for being there.
Particularly seeing as they had to recover it very quickly as well, because some, I don't know how to describe these sorts of people without using awful language, but some people like broke in here and stole a bunch of things, and like Rusty and Teresa really held it together in spite of the fact that there were these awful, what do they call them? Evildoers. You know what I mean? As in like, yeah, you know what I'm telling you. So it's like the very fact that they were able to still do that and still carry on supporting everybody the way that they do makes them pretty fucking awesome as far as I'm concerned. So this is a song that has absolutely no meaning at all. I wrote this on an English train station. For those of you who know English people, they're very uptight and they're very like reserved from a very young age. When you start to, you know, you start to develop and you start to have feelings, you go to your parents and you try and talk to them about it. My dad always had the best advice for me. When I went to him when I was little, when I came out, and I'm now 6'3", I think I was born at about 5'7", but I remember going to him and sort of telling him about something bad that had happened at school that day, and he was just like, yep, see that feeling you've got, son? You take that and you just stuff it down deep and you bury it, because that's what we do. Work for your grandfather, work for me. Look at us. I'm like, yeah, but you don't talk to mum anyway. He's like, don't bring that up. So this is a song that came about by being stuck on a train station with a lot of uptight English people. If there's anyone English tuning in, don't worry, you can be saved too. Move to Texas. Or actually don't. We're running out of room. Don't come here. Elon Musk has taken up all the houses. He's building extraterrestrial spacecraft in them and just telling everyone that he's building Teslas. So this is a song called Sit Me Down, Woman Blues. Well, I'm seated at the station, got my suitcase in my hand, a complimentary book of matches that came from the promised land. Every person I'm acquainted since I come a passerby with their own set of directions for the nearest place to hide. Lend me your pencil, and I'll draw you what I see. Well, I bet it's not the same as what you see in front of me. Close your eyes, start counting backwards, or maybe you'll forget why we came here in the first place. We'll pretend we never met. On and around the circle, where it stops nobody knows. Oh, it could be a ticking time bomb or the emperor's new clothes. I wish I could pick for you, but I can't be your head. While I stand upon your shoulders, selling prophecies instead. for the ladies. Oh. On the boron, Miss Andrea McGee. You can remember that it's called boron because it rhymes with moron. And if you ever need that reminder, you only need to look at the guy that's standing next to her on stage. Well, I'm back here at the station. My suitcase is empty now. I used up all its solutions and I have returned to take a bow. I now stand here before you, just displayed in black and white. Or you can dissect all of my memory and throw away what you don't like. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Huh? Wearing your arm out.
Yeah. I'm like, hello, arm. It's been a month. And it's like, yo, bitch, what the fuck?
Do you know what?
Why could you not have, like, broke me in gently or something?
Do you know what? You know what?
Lifting pints does not.
Yeah.
It's not the same as playing the boron during Christmas.
Do you know what she said to me about 2 months ago? Now, bearing in mind, Andrea, I think, is 4 years younger than me, 3.5 years younger than me. She said to me, but this is the point. She said to me,
I have no idea what this is going to be.
She said to me, I was thinking about this recently. I was like, what? She was like, I'm going to be 40 in 4 years. And I said, I'm going to be 40 next year. Like, but she was making it out like it was a bad thing, you know? It's like, but look who's getting worn out on stage first and look who isn't.
Is that a challenge, man? I'm very competitive.
Boom.
Lord.
Honestly, don't mess with me. I rewatched all of the Rocky movies over Christmas. I feel kind of in shape. I watched a lot of those montages and I thought, yeah, I could do that.
I watched a lot of Father Ted. Has anybody seen Father Ted? Best show ever. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Anyway,
Rocky,
back to the
best
music.
one. In fact, I did used to know a guy when I was a student. We used to hear the Rocky soundtrack coming from his bedroom. And we came in there one day and he was working out in front of the mirror with the Rocky soundtrack on.
Is that going to be on our rider for like big gigs?
Yeah.
Ben's going to be like, I must enter to Rocky.
Must
on every
have
show.
Rocky soundtrack.
Doom, digga-doom, digga-doom, digga-doom.
I want Rocky soundtrack and a customized sweatband. Yes.
Did anybody actually tune into our Halloween stream when I was Hulk Hogan and Ben was Randy Savage?
Don't you wish you did?
Yeah, it is somewhere out there. I think I might have put it on YouTube. You should check it out. I'm very much, when I commit to something, I commit. And I went method on this, like method acting. I lost my voice for like a week for going, yeah, brother. Like, I went for it. And I wouldn't break character the whole Beetroot show. Ben was in and out, and he was like, you're really doing this? And I was like, okay, it's either all or nothing. There was
No. I
halfway
wasn't
point.
like, you're really doing this. I was like, you're really doing this?
But I did win an Oscar for it, so
I was
it's all good.
I was a big Hulk Hogan fan when I was younger. Till he became a racist, and that kind of ruined it for me. But we're going to do now a song that we've been playing since the very beginning, and when we started getting together. When we came on the road over here, we found ourselves in Boston, just across from Fenway Park. And at the time, because we weren't quite yet a band, we were kind of two people who were playing together that hadn't quite found their musical identity. So we were trying to put songs into the set that reflected the things that we liked. And one of the shared likes that we had was the Rumours lineup of Fleetwood Mac. And we kind of saw ourselves as similar to them, you know, in the sense of that, you know, there was a couple in there that broke up. The only difference between them and us is about 25 million records, I think.
And their bank balance.
But hey, you know, all the time you're still alive, it could still happen, couldn't it? So this is a song that we concocted our own version of, and it was born in Boston, just outside Fenway Park. And then, strangely enough, the year after that, the Red Sox broke the curse of the Bambino. So I like to feel like, you know, I played a little part.
We do have this on one of our live records. If you do want to come and see us at the merch after, we would love to speak to you.
It's only right that one should write the way you're feeling and listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives your mind in the stillness of remembering of what you had and what you lost. Yeah, thunder only happens when it's raining, and players only love you when they're playing. Yeah, women, they will come and they will go. players only love you when they're playing.
Yeah,
Women, they will come and they will go.
when the rain washes you clean, you know. Thunder only happens when it's raining.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So,
So,
you may wonder to yourselves, what did Ben and Andrea exactly get up to during lockdown? Sometimes you may wonder that to yourself. I know my parents definitely wondered what I was doing. But I was like, Mum, there's nothing wrong with staying in your pajamas for 8 days straight. I've got a lot of television to catch up on. Andrea and I took the opportunity to do what every duo who've been working closely together for the last 8 years do. We embarked upon solo projects. Because you always find yourself with songs that the other person doesn't like. And you try and sell it to them, and then you go, yeah, well, I'll just do it myself. So now I'm going to play you a solo piece on the boron I have composed.
please do.
And you have to suspend your idea of things that are good. And then you'll probably appreciate it. It's a bit like an abstract impressionistic painting. No, so we've both made solo records, and we've both embarked upon Kickstarter campaigns of which to, because you know, if only you didn't all have things that were already like draining all of your funds, why not have some more musicians to support so they can make more of their own dreams come true as well? So we. No, I was being horrible there because musicians are so selfish. But no, we've been so fortunate to have so many people support us and make it possible for us to do what we've been doing the last 8 years. So we made these records. My one comes out in March. Well, the one that I made during lockdown comes out in March. I'm making another one at the moment as well. And Andrea's is coming out.
Mine, I actually
July?
only launched my GoFundMe campaign, my crowdfunding today. So this is the first day that I have launched it. So it is brand spanking new.
So just think, you could get all of your Christmas shopping done today. All of it.
Yeah, so I launched it today, and I'm going to release the title track from the album on the 1st of March. So if you do want to find out, I know many of you folks in this room have already helped Ben out very generously and helped him get his goal. So thank you so much for doing
Thank you.
that. His album is beautiful, and we listened to it the whole way in the car, and it's really
I mean, it's
something to
fine.
get
What I
behind.
ended up doing was recording it on my telephone, and with the rest of the money, I'm going to go on a really nice long vacation. So thanks very much, honestly, because I really need it, you know. Unlike those first responders, I've been working doubly hard. Honestly, there's this space on my sofa that really needs filling in because I've laid on it in the same place for so long. So thank you all. Thank you all.
Yes.
Massively.
I need a new sofa too. So
All right, don't be greedy.
If you could please help me get a new sofa. No,
You can have
honestly,
my
you're-
old one if you like.
Ben, are you going to play a song from your...
I'm going to play a song from my
this
solo
album now?
record, and then Andrew's going to play one from hers.
But if you
And
do
if-
want to find out anything about it, I have some leaflets at the merch table that you can come and see me at the end, and I will happily let you know about it. And there's zero pressure.
She'll
to get
happily
involved.
take your money.
Happily take your money, but I also would just like you to listen to the songs when they come out as well. That's the most important thing. So thank you for already listening to us ramble on. There we go.
There is a tier where if you pledge a certain amount, we just stop talking. FYI. So this is a song, it's going to be on the album that's called Souvenir, and it's called Living Fast. Not letting up, not letting go. It's that same old itch that I gotta scratch, so I'm out here on the road. I hope that you got my letters when I said I was doing fine. But I'm not sure that still rings true, but that's nobody's fault but mine. No good looking to the future, no point living in the past. So if the devil makes work for idle hands, I guess I'm living fast. I made a promise, I made a vow. Better to keep on keeping on than to start my stopping now. There's only one way, so I just keep walking till I hit another fork in the road. But the sound of my heart beating out of my chest is gonna show me the way to go. No good looking to the future, no point living in the past. So if the devil makes work for idle hands, I guess I'm living fast. Out on the road, far from home, there's no point crying when you're all alone. So far back was almost grown, now you're a little bit closer to your headstone. Out on the road, far from home, no point crying when you're all alone. So far back was almost grown, now you're a little bit closer to your headstone. There's no good looking to the future, no point living in the past. So if the devil makes work for idle hands, I guess I'm living fair. No good looking to the future, no point living in the past. The devil makes work for idle hands, I guess I'm living fast. I'm a living fast. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boom. Thank you so much. That comes out on all of the streaming platforms the last Friday of January, which I believe is the 20 something 20. I'm a very good PR guy, you know, very good PR guy. The 20 something of which one is it? Does anybody know? 28th. Thank you. Yeah, the 28th. You can find it, and it'll be on Spotify and all those things that I don't have much understanding about. I just pay this little app and it does it all for me. It's really good. And then before I know it, it sets the temperature in my house and switches the lights on and off and controls what I watch on the television. So what you going to play, Andrea McGee, Solo Star?
Solo Star. I'm going to, yes. It always feels very appropriate to play this song here. This is going to be the title track of the album and the first song that I will release. During the lockdown period, I wrote a song about where I'm from for the very first time. And I grew up in the north of Ireland. And I was very lucky that I was pretty sheltered from a lot of the troubles that were going on, but I was definitely witness to them. And from missing home so much during the period of 2.5 years I didn't get to go home, I reflected a lot on why I am the person that I am, how I am the person that I am, and it all comes from being from Belfast and all of my family. It was so amazing to go home during Christmas, and I actually got to make a music video while I was back there. So I'm going to release that on the 1st of March as well. So you will get a real taste of Belfast. We walked up and down the streets, and I actually got to learn more about where I'm from on this visit than I have for my whole life, because I got to do this incredible thing called the Black Taxi Tour, where these taxi drivers take you up and down all of the streets where the majority of the troubles took place, and the information that they have is insane. So I wanted to make a really authentic video, and I did. And if you do want to get involved in the Belfast Girl crowdfunding campaign, I would love that. And here is the song for it. Here's Belfast Girl.
Looking back at what could have been, pacing through the memories that built me. Blue gates every morning to the school down the road, 'cause I'm a Belfast girl who's seen more than you know. Daydream believer, always wanted more. At the border we're closing up and pause. Constantly question of what road I lived on, 'cause I'm a Belfast girl who's seen more than you know. On troubled streets, painted with gold, tattooed with anger, and oh how it shone. But underneath all of these painted stones, faces of wonder, and oh how they've grown. 'Cause I'm a Belfast girl who's seen more than you know. Oh, I'm a Belfast girl who's seen more. sit at this Texas bar, further away than most, with an ache in my heart calling me home. The west coast of Ireland gave me all that I own, 'cause I'm a Belfast girl who sees more than you know. On troubled streets, painted with gold, tattooed with anger, and oh how it shone. But underneath all of these painted stones, faces of wonder, and oh how they've grown. 'Cause I'm a Belfast girl who sees more than you know. Oh, I'm a Belfast girl who sees more than you know.
Thank you so much. Just a little Belfast girl for you. Thank you. If you want to come and talk to us, we'll be at the merch after. And thank you for supporting us as Beetroot and on our solo endeavors and just in life. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. You came out tonight, and we really appreciate it.
We got a few more songs for you. We hope that you have a better year than you had last year, and an even better one than you had the year before that. All jest aside, we all find our ways of getting through and coping, and I know it hasn't been easy on anyone in whatever ways that it's come out, but the very fact that we're all still able to gather in some capacity from time to time and see each other's faces just to make sure that we all made it through all right is quite a nice thing. So thanks for coming out tonight. Makes our night that much more enjoyable, because just telling the same crappy jokes to one another just doesn't work the same, you know. Want a big shout out and a big thanks to Autumn on the sound, ladies and gentlemen. So this was the first single that we put out from the Up album. In between the fact that we're making these solo things, we do plan on making another Beetroot Revival album before the end of the year.
And I'm going to sing Irish on it, and Ben's going to sing Cockney.
Even if it's just
even if it's just like a secret track, I think we should do it at the end.
Yeah. We anticipate that it will sell tens of copies, so don't miss out on it.
because there's something in the air. We got to get together sooner or later, because the revolution's here, and you know it's right. Lock up the streets and houses, because there's something in the air. We got to get together sooner or later, because the revolution's here, and you know it's right. And you know that it's right. We have got to get it together. We have got to get it together. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Thank you so much. Good night,
Thank
Bucky
you.
Duck. We are Beat Revival. Thanks for coming out. Come and see us at the merch. Thank you so much. What's that? You want one more? What? Oh, okay. Seeing you ask so nicely.
Oh, you're such an
Oh,
old ham.
Stop. It will be our pleasure. We love coming to Houston. If you're ever in Austin, come check us out. We're actually releasing the albums that we made during lockdown on Friday at the O4 Center. If anybody is looking for something to do, it's a beautiful church, and it's a venue, and it's gorgeous, and they're checking